Lo-fi, more like lore-fi, am I right? Anyone who's seen today's game theory? Anyway, well met, lords and ladies. Jacob Butter speaking. Welcome back to an episode of... Yeah, I just ruined the illusion there of me being interrupting myself for the intro of Gacha Review because I just coughed in the middle of that. Welcome back to everyone. That's fantastic. Anyway, pick a track that has more than 2 syllables in the title? Do you mean? I'm confused. Anyway, so you can tell that Sense by Buns is here. We've also got Ghost Kid, who's been waiting for some time. Fox, who I don't know if I've been waiting all the time. I can't see beyond when I press play on the stream. That's how restream tends to work. We have Adley here, actually, who seems to have given me yet another nickname. Fantastic. And has shown up to stream in a surprise twist, potentially to get away from further political discussion with Leon Tarkshina. Lord knows they can both use a break from each other. And hopefully on today, I am here to provide said break. And while I was supposed to be joined by Ghosty, I might have taken a bit too long to set this up, and I'm not sure if she's actually still here or not, but I am still here. And so we are here to review a double featurette this time. And that is one that, again, is in my backups of requests. It is Conquest of... Oh, I just realized I've titled this incorrectly. I have not labeled this stream appropriately. Just give me a second, please, lords and ladies. I knew I forgot something. But yeah, it is Conquest of Rothin and Victory something. I don't know. Let's see. The waiting music playing, but it was too short. What do you mean it was too short? It was several minutes long, and also tracks aren't measured in syllables. Once again, you have confused me in a matter of a single sentence, and the explanation was all over the place. Okay, let's change the title here. Do I have the original tab still up? No, I do not. It was on a separate browser. So let's fix that. This will give a bit of time in case Ghosty actually does return. Because I scheduled this to be late on purpose this time because I knew that I was dealing with a situation. I knew I was not going to be prepared to stream at the usual time, and also today has been a very long day for me, and I am beat at the moment. So yeah, I needed a bit of time for some recombobulation, I guess, in the words of the Netflix Avatar series. Also, the link in the description is wrong, so let's just deal with that. The actual title, so I mean, the description itself is fine. Now we have the double feature in here. Actually, we might end up doing just Conquest of Rothin. It depends, actually. I might have to change the title again at some point, because last time, well, for most of the double featurettes of Jonny's, I don't tend to be able to get through all of them. So I guess we'll just see. And now I've been off my tab for a while. Let me just see. Okay. Oh yeah, Josh said don't forget to read the pinned comment notes. Okay, we'll bring that up as well. Okay, where are you? And here we go. You can tell that I'm not at my best. Honestly, for all of this month, there was just so much that was backed up, and I'm trying to do it at the same time. Right. Let's see. Where are you? Here we are. Okay. Pinned comment time. So, notes time. Definitely dropped some grammar mistakes. Classic me. Features my friend Lauren from camp. Okay, shout out to Lauren from camp. You guys funny. Get to know who among the disco pops will be a new mum. Hopefully one of the ones who are adults, because we've been down that road before. Okay. So, I guess in that regard, That probably would have scared Ghosty off, actually, if she knew that this was happening. So we shall see. For now, I think we're done. Adley's gone back to arguing about politics, so he's not going to show up here either. So anyway, let's continue. So without further ado, I guess I'll say one thing. Eurovision Pops for me, so far at least, I really enjoyed episode 1 because we had at least an established character trait for every single one of the Eurovision Pops. We had the first death of a pop in general, and on screen, no less. And it seems like they're still dealing with the aftermath of that. So essentially, this is what kind of what Ballet Pops has been gearing towards. It seems, even though that was the original pitch premise that I gave to Eli, it seems that Jonny seemed to get there first and decide, hey, I'm going to do that. Although it might be more of a coincidence. Plus a little bit of Eurovision by technicality going on. So we'll see. I think I'm up to date with everything in chat. Yep. All right. Nothing else happening? Okay, good. All right. So expectations are high right now, and let's see if it continues, because Jonny double featurettes have not been the best in the past. So let's see. Without further ado, also, since my buns, your internet connection is usually so bad anyway, that it wouldn't matter if you had another cough. So, sorry to say. Anyway, without further ado, on with the review. Oh yeah, I should probably turn down the volume. Okay, there we go. Oh, hey Alina, who's this? Oh, come on. Oh no. Right. Okay, so one of the things that I thought we were doing this time, and I've told Jonny this multiple times, is that the problem with a lot of the pop series in the past, particularly Jonny's, but not exclusively, it's been an issue with lots of people's series, is that if you introduce too many characters, especially too quickly, they end up not being able to get as much of a focus. So the more pops you have in a particular group, the more you're gonna have to split that focus. That could be why this is a double episode, to give everyone a little bit of time in some way. Maybe that's the case, but I worry that, I guess in this case, we're going with the meme that Majesty just replaces somebody. Unless this is just the librarian, this is Majesty in disguise, in which case I take it all back. We'll see in a second. All right, this is Bakit. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, or Bakit. I don't know. Hi everyone, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. So, are your parents okay now, Alina? Just moving swiftly onward from that. That was a bit of a thing with Alina's parents last time, but yeah, I don't know. It's yakisoba. Okay, I'll pronounce it like that then. I might honestly look in, writing a story about the concept of Powerpuff Girls. If there's possibly about 3 sisters, 2 brothers was going to name. Well, again, I say to you the same issue with having too many characters all at once. The Powerpuff Girls being 3 and sometimes 4 work to their advantage, so be careful with that. But, you probably know what you're doing. It's fine. Oh, it's Alina's maid. Oh, I see. Okay. All right. In that case, I take that all back. Unless she becomes a pop as well, in which case, I don't know. It still really seems like it still really seems like that's the direction we're going in right now, that there have to be 5 in the group, or potentially in the future, because this is something that Jonny does all the time. He introduces new pops into the groups. This is what happened with the Ballroom Pops originally, and I said that's why it went off the rails. So I'm worried about that. And yes, call me blunt. I'm one of the most blunt gacha reviewers that exists, I think. Mostly because they're all very nice. Usually to the detriment of their overall review quality, but anyway. Looks a lot like that girl on the couch. I guess in a sense, yeah, because their hair is the exact same shade of blonde and the exact same. Yeah, actually, no, they have the exact same hair. I just realized. Yep, that's why. Right down to the front, rear, and back hair, and Yeah, same nose. Eye shape and color is different, but yeah, beyond that, there's not much else at all between them. Maybe they were cut from the same fabric, let's say. And by that I mean that Jonny took one of the characters, copy pasted it, and changed a couple of things. Yes. I'd love to visit Kazakhstan someday. Honestly, same. My first girlfriend was from Kazakhstan. Never actually saw the place. Same. Any country, really. Good news, ladies. I have a mission for you in Kazakhstan. Wow. Okay, then. I don't know whether I love or hate how convenient that was, because on one hand it's hilarious that it worked out so well. On the other hand, that that joke is played out a lot. I don't know. Anyway, particularly the Kingdom of Rothin. I do like the music though. Uh-oh. Vivid better not be targeting my kingdom. Is her kingdom the Kingdom of Rothin? If so, no. And if it is, then you already know the answer, because if the trouble is in Rothin, then it's probably being targeted. Or at least some part of it is. Also, fun fact, I didn't actually find out that Borat was supposed to be from Kazakhstan until way later. Until, like, I lost touch with that particular first girlfriend, who was also my prom date, actually. But yeah, there you go. People associate Borat with Kazakhstan, and I associate prom, which was on the same day as Brexit. Anyway, coincidence. What's going on there, Majesty? Hold on, wait to load. Vivid is attacking the kingdom with his accomplice Harriet. I need you girls to stop them before the royal family gets hurt. If anyone has forgotten, Vivid is the name of the, I guess, disgruntled ex-friend of Tattoo Pop, who was the Pop that died last episode, because if he couldn't have her, no one else could, when he, tried to confess his feelings and whatever. And it's also the reason why the Pops definitely made a mistake, with Tattoo Pop made a mistake revealing her identity. That's like the one part of the episode, at least the first half of it, that I didn't enjoy, was the fact that Tattoo Pop was just so casual with her identity, despite the fact that she seemed to be very paranoid, having lived in a war zone right before this. So, Anyway, Hero Bossman debating on the group number. Oh, okay, I see. Fair enough then. Of course, it's Vivid targeting my kingdom. Great. Okay, so I'd be more concerned if I were the Eurovision Pops right now. I would be potentially more concerned, because what happened in that episode after Vivid kills Tattoo Pop is that Vivid actually escaped, because they were tending to Tattoo Pop's injuries, trying to get her to breathe again, and they were unsuccessful. So in my mind right now, I would be thinking, oh, of course, Vivid targeting my kingdom, fantastic, just another Tuesday, am I right? I would be thinking the person that actually, struck down a friend of mine, who, granted, I met on that very same day, but struck them down before my very eyes. I know where they are currently, and I can bring them to justice. That's what I would be thinking at this particular point, if I were in this situation. All right. And yes, like I said before, this is the series where someone died. Well, there's two actually now, because Ballet Pops did do a pop death very shortly after, and it was also somebody who was connected to the main character. Except in that case, it happened in the final episode rather than the first one. So, one of them has more build-up, the other one has more shock value. For me, it really is a case between those two of, it's a pick your poison. Like, which one do you prefer? Because they both have their advantages. as far as storytelling goes. Anyway, and as far as this is concerned, yeah, the good one. As far as Jonny Pop series go, even though I've only watched episode 1, this to me is the good one out of the Jonny selection. For now, at least. We'll see if that continues going forward, because I haven't seen the rest of this. Anyway. We're on it, Majesty. I remember that Dusano, the one in the corner there, is very easily scared, and that was established last time, so I'm surprised that it was her particularly that said that, but maybe she's putting on a brave face now. Yay, death, really? Wow. Is Alina okay, Bucket? She's probably worried since Rothin is in Kazakhstan. I'm... I love the fact that we've gone back into, like, ancient Greece rules, where, you know, a king could rule over a particular city and the general vicinity around it and nothing else. Like, you had, like, a king and queen of Athens, a king and queen of Corinth, etc., etc. But they were all considered parts of Greece. So I guess there's, like, historical precedent for that, but you don't really see that too much anymore as far as, you know, kingdoms go, if you're in that sense. Anyway, I have to come up with names. You know, I'm gonna bump Gacha. Oh no, the randomizer. Yeah, be careful with that randomizer, because you might have to hit it several times before you get a good one. You know, and also bear in mind, if you're doing a Powerpuff Girls thing, you know, like, first of all, I'm thinking like Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup are all, I guess they're all B names, so maybe like a consistent like alliteration thing you might want to go for. Maybe not necessarily B, but it could be a different letter. Also, there seemed to be something tied to the personalities of them, or to their powers actually as well. So you might want to consider that also for names, not just you know. I get the impression that we've had some names that have been randomized in the past that tie into nothing with the characters, and they just seem very distracting, because you have like Angharad, for example, and Toast in a very serious, you know, a very serious murder mystery gacha. But that's another topic, and we've talked about that one years ago. Anyway. Well, as a therapist, which to remind the audience, I am that, I say that Alina should stay as backup in case she's too worried. So, instead of, you know, defending like the near vicinity of like her kingdom, you're staying back because she's too worried? Wouldn't worrying mean that you would want to do something okay, alright. Okay. Oh, by the way, I missed out this situation here. So Adri, you know, anarchist that he is, says, "Why is it bad for the royal family to get hurt?" And then Jonny responds, "It's bad because Alina would get worried." So we are going in the get worried angle. Remember, in a lot of Jonny stories, getting sad or getting worried or scared or, you know, having negative emotions is the worst possible outcome. Which, you know, now that I think about it, I guess, you know, being like the hardcore Miraculous fan that he is, I can see where that sentiment actually comes from. It's just in this situation, negative emotions aren't directly tied to the stakes of the stories. You know, that's maybe what you're missing, actually, Jonny. Considering that is the way that you tend to like to write like the emotional stakes of the stories and such, maybe what you're missing is something similar to a akumatization. Food for thought, I suppose. Why is Alina important? Because she's one of the main characters. That's why she's important. That's like asking why Jeremy's important in Code Lyoko. Because, you know, why wouldn't he be? Anyway. That okay with you, Majesty? And before you say anything, Majesty is also a princess of a different planet, but still. Anyway, even I can tell she's worried, and I'm notoriously bad at reading people. Good luck, ladies. all the emos become villains. I assume you're referencing what I said before about Miraculous, but which, to some extent, yes. You know, now I'm thinking that if Miraculous Ladybug had like aired in the early 2000s, they would have absolutely made a thing about like a recurring character being an emo and and getting constantly re-akumatized, like basically becoming the different version of Monsieur Pigeon, basically. Like, you know, that would be the person who gets it, you know, who becomes a villain 73 times. Now that we're alone, is everything okay, princess? Again, if she's the maid, then I'm giving my my typical maid voice. When you go to Mumbles maiden being open and approachable, Bubbles for her giggling once. Oh, Blossom received it. Okay, and Buttercup received a name because it also begins with B, leading to her personality. Well, so Buttercup felt like she was an afterthought. Wow. Okay, fair enough then. Not really, Bucky. It's my family's in danger. Vivid might know my secret. It also might be a huge coincidence. Knowing how the way that Jonny writes these stories, it probably isn't, but it could be just a coincidence because, you know, considering how many royal families there must be if there are multiple kingdoms per country in this universe, you would think that they would be a target for supervillains on the regular. So, and we have seen that in other installments in this expanded universe. So, yeah, it could be that, but it could be something else. Also, Vivid, like when we saw Vivid last time, again, we didn't get too much of like a character assessment, but it seemed like he was very self-aware about his obsession. But on top of that, because he only actually targeted Tattoo Pop with that one strike, and then immediately used that to escape with, I guess, like whatever. I think it was like stealing a diamond of some kind. So he probably is one of those types of villains who doesn't want to necessarily attract the attention of heroes, but you know, wants to just focus on the doing of the crimes. Now that I think about that, that's actually like two camps that you never hear talked about in terms of villains, because you know there are the ones that the ones that like want revenge or want to get rid of the hero in question, and a lot of the time they end up becoming that halfway through. Some of the time, of course, they also know the identity of the hero, so they become, you know, much more personal thing. You know, think like your Spider-Man Rogues Gallery, particularly in a lot of cases. And then you have the ones that are, you know, that don't end up, you know, going down the revenge path, and they try to stick to, I guess, their other plans, and they just want to, you know, carry on doing the crimes and not doing the time and all of that. And now that I think about this, I don't know if I've ever seen that be like analyzed or broken down in some way. I feel like that should be like a subject, like a study or a video of some kind. Like the two sides of that, if indeed they are two sides, because normally one becomes another. So, I don't know. Hold on. Let's see. KW wanting to join, so I'm sending the link. Link has been sent. Okie dokie. I thought Emma was joining. I thought she might have wanted to, but I never sent her a link to it. I was like, "Are you joking about that? Or do you also want to join?" It depends. It's late for both of us, so I don't know. Oh, it's a Saturday. I just realized. Yeah, I guess it's Saturday is Emily Day. Okay, I'm also here for a very short time, so don't count on me staying. Well, fair enough. I guess we'll continue this very shortly, right after KW's intro.
Hello! And no, I am the murderer like the last live stream. I am calm. I am happy. Nothing bad is going to happen at all, guys. Totally.
Good. You won't get akumatized then. It ties into what we were saying before. Okay. All right then.
Hello.
hopefully your friends will. Hopefully your friends will stop him. I forgot the accent already. Yeah. Also, oh, okay. I'm just saying, let me in. Well, I guess Ghosty's not gonna get a slot then, because I guess I took too long for Ghosty.
Oh, I just didn't realize that Sponge was asking how I'm doing. I'm doing right-ish. You see, I may or may not have watched a like crime documentary, kind of, and that made me did not sleep at all. I should not watch crime documentaries, but you know what? It's fine. I have an interest in stuff. Every time I hear something about these criminals and whatnot, I'm like, you know what? I need to do my research. I need to know what's up about these people, how they became this way.
You know that's like becoming a new female stereotype if I've interpreted the internet correctly. I'm wondering if, like, in a few years' time, we'll get away from, you know, people feeling like, oh, you know, why don't you, you know, go play with dolls, or, you know, play, or I don't know, that clean something or whatever, you know, that old rubbish, and we'll get like, why don't you go back to your crime documentaries or something sometime in the future? I don't know if that's the kind of thing. I have no idea, but who knows?
I mean, my family has been watching a lot of like crime documentaries, and I'm just like, why? Just why? And then now I kind of see why. Like,
yeah, in my family, it's usually it's usually, you know, fictional crime shows that we tend to be into, mostly because it's less depressing to think that the people aren't actually real.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Yeah,
but yeah, in fact, actually, you know, including stuff from Agatha Christie, who was mentioned in the last episode of Eurovision Pops.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. If everyone's curious what crime took me to watch, it was about the Jim Jones guy. Very interesting.
All right then. Oh, we've got another name for it. Sorry, I'm just looking in the chat, seeing that KW's named.
KW, please don't scream.
Ghost Kitty has named Vera and Venus, and then Fox said Velvet. That's a good one. All right.
Oh.
Okay. Now it's time to introduce Emily, I think.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello. Sounds like the Ryan George. Hi there. Hello.
Hi. My name is. I don't know.
Emily Nightwolf.
I know you just left, but bingo.
What? What's the
Person randomly starting to sing.
Oh, come on! Seriously?
Well, that's like one part of a bingo. That, you know, we need more stuff before that happens. Maybe we'll get to that sometime soon. All right. Just give. Okay. Why is it always like the keys to the kingdom or something? Like, I've heard like the key to the city being like a reward of some kind, but does that like actually have any legal precedence? Like, I have the keys to an open plot of land. Like, what does that actually entail? Is my question. Anyways, just give us the keys to kingdom, and we'll leave you alone.
I do love keys to kingdom.
Never! That's not how it works! Oh, okay, so there is an acknowledgement of that. Fair enough.
Oh god, the default eyes. Oh.
Fine, then we'll take it by force. I forgot what voice I gave him last time. Oh no! We'll take it by force! Okay. Hey, leave the royal family alone! Wait, I thought there were 4 members of the family. You know, this is why you should have had Alina wait before showing up here, because she would be in pop form, so you know they wouldn't question it, but also she can be like, I don't know what's going on. It's kind of like again, not to immediately go back to Miraculous again, but it's kind of like all those times that Ladybug and Cat Noir were talking, and then he's like, "We gotta find Marinette to Pan Chang." It's like, yes, let me go do that. Like, to be fair, she did to him as well sometimes, so it happens.
Jacob and KTU. Oh, sorry. No, I just saw something in the chat. I was just reading that.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I was Jacob and KTU have been thinking a lot of your advice on my series, and it makes sense. I will make the next episode into a full 15 minutes video explaining everyone's backstories and explaining the plot.
Fair enough. If you're gonna do that, I suggest making the 16:9, because that will help you too. Okay. Where's the princess? What have you done to the princess? Where is she? We won't tell you. That would jeopardize her. It's like, oh, okay. As long as you know that she's safe, that's you, the royal family, know that she, the princess, is not in danger right now. We're cool. We don't need to know the details. I say we fight first, ask questions later. I mean, again, you literally do not need to know where the princess is. That is not relevant to this rescue mission at all. All right. Okay. I'll try to get the family out of here. Got it. So, who wants an electric shock? You're gonna kill us like you did with Tattoo? Well, you are in my way, you see. Zappy zappy. Okay, maybe a knockoff shock. I think you meant to say knock out, not knock off. That's a Pokemon move, I think.
You know what? I forgot my man looks like an arcade floor, and it keeps throwing me off. I know he's meant to be a villain, but I can't get the Pac-Man soundtrack out of my head every time he just appears.
That's just his like akumatized form. It's like an arcade tide or something. Yeah. Vivid, I am Hawkmoth. You ran out of quarters for the arcade machine. I will give you the charge all of them and play all of the games for free. All I want is the keys to the kingdom of Rothin.
Right, that's it. Time to make a villain who's about video games and stuff like that. Making a son where he's all arcade-like, But
the electricity is for to power the arcade machines.
No, wait, I found out that.
Yeah.
Go, Jacob. You go first. No, you go.
I was gonna say, I actually found out recently that I have the power in my brain to come up with a full-length miraculous episode if I wanted to, because I proposed a random idea for an episode in a group chat once, and I just then proceeded to explore every single aspect of how it would go down, and I was like, wait, this is just that I have the formula to a T at this point. So, if that was ever a thing that I decided to do as a fan series of some kind, then I have all of the all what I need at my predisposition. All right.
Said, I think I found the next Secret is a Plex villain, an arcade villain who takes control of arcades and stuff like that, and causes more viruses and issues. Glitch Shop 2.0.
And that ties into Pop Goes, I guess.
Oh my god, that's right, Jacob! You solved Secrets of Plex lore! We're totally adding Pop Goes! It is canon now, yes!
It's fine. I will 100% audition for Minora, because BB knows that I have a particular voice that I do for Minora. Anyway, next by now, I'll give you one spoiler feature. Will feature 2 fights: Looney versus Silent Devil, Sensei Brothers, and Martin versus Lado. Okay. You know what? That sounds interesting. That honestly sounds like it's gonna be a full episode plot as well as an explanation. That sounds pretty decent. Anyway, I just thought of a name for the tame type villain, Gamertron. I do know there was a villain called Gamer before. Also, I just realized that now Ghosty has shown up. It's
I can leave. I have to go anyway, so don't worry. Ghosty can take my spot.
Okay, fair enough. We'll just okay. Commence the metamorphosis. I thought we were gonna leave that. Okay, I should have cleared that with you first.
No. I was gonna go.
My
I don't know what she
metamorphosis
said.
is I don't know what
she...
I don't know what she said either, but I just absorbed it into my being.
Okay. Alright then.
Guys, why
I
did
forgot to mention as
KW
well-
turn into a strange demon?
Because everyone was a demon last time. In fact, actually, for some reason, my cousin, completely not related to the stream at all, decided that she likes to do a demon voice now. So, like, for most of the day, she's going like, "Vrem, vrem," for example. So, no idea what that was about, but that became a thing that we did. So, like, I had another reason to use the demon voice from yesterday, and I did not mention that to KW. Dang it. Anyway. Oh, okay. They just get right back up again. Maybe he should have used the death ray. Not to Oh, down the tube is what you said. Okay, fair enough. Okay, all right.
Anyway, can someone explain to me what's happening?
Oh, well, so it seems that Kazakhstan, we find out in this one, well, we found out last time, is divided into several different kingdoms, one of which is Rothin, and where one of the main characters happens to be the Princess of. So she's not in this scene because she was too worried to interfere. Yeah, I know. So the other Pops decide to go over and you know, protect the royal family from the attacks from Vivid, who is the character on the right, and Harriet, who is off screen currently. They're trying to get the keys to the kingdom, which has some, I guess, meaning as far as like the government of Rothin goes, I presume, or they're just valuable. They want to sell them. I guess that might also make sense. And now they're here to defend the royal family, and they just got knocked out and immediately were fine.
We got knocked
also,
out.
this guy.
We're okay.
Yeah. Also, this guy killed one of their members last episode, and he was able to do that. Now I decided I'm not going to do that because I'm not yandere anymore, because I got that out of my system after my senpai rejected me and I struck her down.
You should kill more of them. They should kill him. Someone should die.
Yeah.
I mean, what? Who said that?
They already. Anyway. This becomes the first series to have like a TPK as far as Pops go. Anyway.
All right, so the rest of them died. So now I need new Pops members.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah. Ow! You set me on fire. How dare you? Ah, fair enough. Now she shows up. Hey, leave my friends and the royal family alone, Vivid. Don't give me ideas. Full
Kill
TPK
them.
is
Kill
imminent.
them all.
You're the true demon today, I guess.
Oh, I hate myself. Sorry.
Oh my goodness, I spent all day with my demonic adjacent cousin, so I'm very much prepared for that mindset. Anyway, all right. If anyone's gonna die next, it's either Vivid or Harriet. You would think it'd be Vivid, right, as like a revenge kind of deal, but who knows?
Yeah, unplug that arcade.
Yeah, I'll just take you instead. Off they go. Okay.
It's gone.
Harriet is a ghost. Oh, so it already happened. Yeah, fair enough. Arcade! I don't know why she's saying arcade like that. There was onto something there. Arcade, I am Hogmoth. Anyway.
Where'd she go? And what about the princess?
Yeah. Roshan, I think we'd better tell them. Our daughter trusts them. Okay. Again, I will reiterate this. They do not need to know about the princess. They need to rescue their friend, who happens to be the princess, but they don't need to know they are one and the same. Tell us what? Your friend Alina is the princess. Also, oh my god, I just made a very cursed joke in my head. I don't know if this has been pointed out, but considering that this probably is, the king, queen, and prince, they all look remarkably similar to each other. And then I remember that's a thing in royal families sometimes. I will leave it at that.
We will leave it there. Do not look in the implications any further.
Please do not think about the implications. Are
Do
you
not think about the implications.
Yeah, it's the reverse guide in like musicals. Okay. Anyway, Arcade is a princess? Oh, that's why. I forgot her name was Arcade Pop. Okay. There is no time for fangirling over her satellite. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, satellite likes likes princesses, and in fact, last time suspected Alina of being a princess because she seemed to be wearing pantyhose and had a nice dress on. Two universal signs that one is a princess and not just a
someone who likes to dress nice.
Exactly, which is literally what Alina said afterwards as the defense. But again, because it's written by Jonny, you knew that was not going to be the twist.
Like, pantyhose isn't even that expensive in real life. You can buy it at Walmart.
Yeah, and I guess, I guess a dress can indeed look nice regardless of where it's from. That's probably one of the reasons why there's such an emphasis, like, on brand logos and such, because otherwise, how do you verify that, your product is, super expensive or high desired if you don't have the logo to show for it, I guess.
Well, see, when we, eventually make Mutant Girl Fallen Angels merch, and then we're going to, slip the logo all over it.
Just or just in case we have like a character or something who gets like a tear to their clothes or something, and it's like, that dress costs more than a month of your salary. Really? Because it tore super easily. Why do you pay for that? Never you mind.
Like, yes, you must be a princess.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, someone's wearing a shirt they got at I'm gonna make a joke.
Yeah.
Are you wearing a Zero Maeve hoodie? No, I actually have the Chinese knockoff from AliExpress.
I do remember that.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go put it on.
Okay. I guess this is a good excuse for me to go and pick up the real one then to show the contrast. So Emily, entertain the stream, please.
Oh god. Hi guys. Oh thank god. Look at that hoodie. Look at that.
This is the knockoff AliExpress Saint Romain hoodie. It's a lot bluer than it's supposed to be.
Didn't realize. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't realize that was a king. I thought it was the queen. I thought it was the queen and her two twin brothers. I realized one of those was meant to be the king.
And one of those is meant to be the prince. Yeah, I know. It's super hard to tell.
I wonder why.
It could be that the bloodline is a little too pure, if you know what I mean.
Hey guys, I think I see Alina's love interest on screen. All the way to the right.
Let's not.
Yeah.
Emily, let's not make those kinds of jokes.
Hey, I was put in charge. I can make whatever jokes I want, and he's back. Damn it!
What do you mean? You two are engaged? How dare you? What would your grandparents think? Both of them. Anyway.
Anyway,
Also, this is the real one. And actually, like I said before, how do you tell the difference? Logo to prove it.
that and there's the fact that mine is like 2 sizes too big and it hangs off me like a dress.
Well, I mean, there are like other sizes. I think I did get although now I say that, I think I did get the largest size potentially because obviously not being the polar opposite to Aphmau's target audience, I was surprised I got one in my size at all, quite frankly.
But and you can tell that this one is a little bit bluer than it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Yeah, so there are like small differences. If you're like at a convention of some kind, then potentially someone will be like, "Well, actually, there's a blue stripe. We all know that Zane had a purple stripe." That kind of thing.
Like, if I walk around a convention hall in this, someone might just walk up to me and laugh.
They just do a Nelson on you. They just go, ha ha, from a distance.
That's because when this jacket line came out, I didn't have a job yet, and I couldn't afford the official one.
Fair enough.
So it was like, yeah, back then I was ashamed to ask my parents for stuff because, well, when I was 8 in 2008, the financial crisis happened, and now we're having another one. We seem to be having one every generation.
Yeah, well, I mean, we had one a couple of years ago. We just got rid of the party. I was 8 in 2008 as well. But my date of birth is very soon.
You're old.
Anyways,
I'm older than Jacob.
Yeah, so you must have been like towards the end. You must have been about to 9 at some point potentially. Yeah.
By the way,
To clarify, I turned 8 in 2008. I started off at 7. Anyway, it seems she's at the Order of Doom's lair, which we know where it is, I guess. Also, hold on a second. If they know where the Order of Doom's lair is, then why didn't they try to go after Vivid when he escaped in the last episode? Well, I mean, okay, they had to, tend to Tattoo Pop. I mean, like, after that. Like, they knew where he was this whole time. They decided only now they can go there. All right, then. I think you and I should go rescue her, since someone is starstruck over the royals. I think she'd want to rescue a royal who's also her friend. This episode seems to thrive off of really flimsy excuses to split the main party up.
Like, to be honest, Ballroom Pops at my D&D campaign, I also came up with excuses to split the party. Or at least excuses that made a modicum of sense and not this.
Yeah, well, speaking of D&D campaigns where the party splits up, how about that last episode of Quest of the Rising Sun?
Those weren't flimsy excuses. We split up on our own accord.
Yeah, but one of you just decided, like, yeah, no, I'm going to walk in a straight line. We're going to find somewhere. It's like, we could just ask the people that are really nice. Yeah, we could ask people who are really nice, and I like how she didn't decide to turn around when the town ended. Like, you would think, like, I'm outside the bounds of the city right now. Maybe there was somewhere else in, perhaps, dare I say it, a different direction. And meanwhile, there was Utopia who decided to just wander off for no reason. And then like, yes, I found somewhere. Now I've got to tell everyone. Where are they?
Hera was beefing a child. You two were doing something. You were talking to a shop man. Utopia was in a weird temple. And the thingy, whose name I don't remember right now, just walked to the edge of the world.
Bob. Yeah, exactly.
Bob. Gone with the wind.
Okay, sorry, girls. I think this happened once when the I think it was the Disco Pops when they met the Césaire family, actually. Which, by the way, I actually this is just a side rant here. when I originally said Césaire, because I hadn't seen the word spelt out before, I said it that way. And someone in the comments said, like, no, that's not how you say it. Then, of course, watching the show in Spanish, they said it that way. And then I realized as I put on the English version for a bit that they say César. Don't know why they do that, because in the French version, it is Césaire. I feel vindicated. Moving on. It's very warm. I'm going to take this off.
I'm also
Okay,
very warm.
I put it
I'm sweating right now.
I put it on for the bits, and I was like, "No, I can't keep this up."
I'm also very warm, but I'm also kind of cozy in this, so I don't want to take it off.
Okay, that's the good thing about it being like 2 sizes too big.
Yes, I can wear it like a dress. So
Yeah.
technically, I can also wear this thing with, gamer socks, and it'll look fucking blazing. I will look really good.
It needs to be like yeah, well, yes, naughty, but also it needs to be like Aphmau's, like, like cat socks from back in the day, like from her original Minecraft skin.
All I need is to dye my hair, and I can be that female Zane from that one episode, from that one mini game.
Yeah, and also I guess with a face mask, I guess, as well. Okay. Mother, father, that red lady's staring at us. Anyway.
Probably because we all look.
Yeah, they were wondering, just how close the gene pool really is. Anyway, you must be the girl our daughter said loves royalty. Yeah, that's me. I'm sure your friends will save her. Your love for royalty is actively preventing you from saving someone who is royalty. Bravo.
The thing I love hinders me most.
Unhand me at once, you meanies. You rapscallions. Yeah. We might be able to do that if... If what?
You give us
If you marry
quarters for the arcade machines. Oh, that's not what I was expecting.
Okay, did I say this character isn't yandere? Yeah, I take it back. Very much yandere.
Simp? For
But
real?
I guess changing the topic. Which, bear in mind, she actually has a little bit of a stake to this, because she knows what happened to the last girl that rejected this guy, so she should probably be very weary right now.
Oh, I kind of hope she dies. I mean, I don't, but that'd be funny.
Just all of the pop,
I like her.
just all the Eurovision pops get like killed off one by one in consecutive episodes because they all rejected Vivid.
Yes, that's such
This
a
man's
cool
got-
plot line. Johnny, hear me out.
Oh my goodness, this man's got to change up his tactic. Apparently, it's not working. He's got no game. Why would I marry someone who murdered my friend?
Because you'll end up like her.
Compelling argument. Okay, we'll go back to taking over the kingdom. Those are 2 options.
Or
It's
just
like,
blackmail. That works too.
yeah. This seems like a thing that Gideon from Gravity Falls would do. Anyway, don't do that either! Okay, we'll do as you wish, just don't hurt my family. Your family? You mean you are the princess? Like everyone doesn't know already. This is the thing, another thing about, I said it before, but the one thing I don't like about Eurovision Pops is the fact that they're all so casual about their secret identities. That's meant to be a big deal, and it just isn't.
This is why I wrote my series, to not have to fiddle around with this secret identity thing.
Yeah, you just used it like a Tony Stark. I am Iron Man. Simple as. Anyway, and the last girl who rejected me, you'll get to see her again if you say no. Yeah, that would be a pretty good line.
Yes.
And yes, that is
We're in a
true.
pop
You
series
did nothing
where everyone
pop.
dies.
Anyway. Ah, splendid. I'll make plans for the wedding then. The what? Oh, Vivid and Arcade are getting married.
No, hear me out. I don't know who the heir to the throne is here, but either way, I think she's putting her kingdom in danger. Like, if she marries him, he becomes a prince, right? So, like...
I think so. I think, yeah. If he knows who she is, then yeah, he's she's putting her kingdom in danger. Yeah, I suppose.
Well,
Up until
like she's hiding
said
it.
that. Yeah, Abadu said, yeah, exactly. Abadu said I was thinking that this was similar to like season 2 of Winx Club when, you know, Stella falls down a big hole and then, you know, has to marry the. I know, and it was Brandon to marry the subterranean creature, and then Stella put a stop to it.
Vivid's favorite color must be blue.
Apparently, yeah, he just has a thing for blue, I guess.
He does quite like blue, but it is better stained with red.
Oh.
Maybe just because of the red in his hair. Now I think about it, he thinks that the two colors complement. He's going after the perfect shipping colors. The fandom culture will really appreciate that one. Anyway,
The red and blue days, except they're not gay because it's a man and a woman. The red and blue straights.
Yeah, red and blue chilling in a hot tub 5 feet apart because they're not gay. Okay.
Are the straights okay?
Are
No.
the straights okay?
No, they're not.
No.
One's kidnapped and one's a yandere, so no in this case.
And one's dead.
Yeah. Although, she seems pretty scared about it. We'll give her some time with you two for comfort.
With you two?
Oh, how nice you are. You especially be scared about... Honestly, people, even like in consensual weddings, people are scared that, you know, they either get cold feet or they, you know, second guess themselves. That's a very common thing to happen, like even especially right before they go up to the altar. Anyway, and yes, this is indeed a forced marriage. You are correct.
Consent? Who?
Okay, guys, they're gone. Okay, quick, teleport me out of here now. That is usually all that it takes, by the way. In previous Pop series, but it takes like one other person who wasn't kidnapped from the Pops team to show up and teleport them out, and that usually solves everything. So if they're playing by the same rules as other Pop series, they can leave right now. But I suspect that Jonny is trying to move away from that and subvert that, which I do appreciate. It does raise the question as to what's keeping her here, if not the cage.
Behind them.
That is also true. Yeah, they can go up those. Or in the case of what was the name of the series? I was in the series and I forgot what the name was. The one with the vampires and the Hanahaki. Judgment. It's like in Judgment, the vampire that came from the ceiling. Here comes the bride, all dressed in blue. Blue stained and red, 'cause she's dead. They trimmed Arcade Pop's thick eyebrows. Yeah, you gotta pamper yourself for your wedding, for your big day, you know? I'll go talk to her, Diva. As a therapist, I deal with sadness and anxiety. Have you got this cut to the therapist yet? I don't know if they've laid that on thick enough yet.
Guys, I think she might be a therapist, but I'm not sure.
Sneaking suspicion here, yeah. Arcade, everything okay? I have to marry him, Circle. They threatened to attack my kingdom again, and as we've thwarted them once before in a matter of minutes, we could clearly not do it again.
Oh, I'm sweating really badly now. I need to take this
The
thing
bit's
off.
over, it's fine. Oh, okay. Right. It's gonna be okay. We'll think of a way to stop the wedding.
Just teleport her out.
Yeah, I have one leave at the moment. Except, why didn't you tell us that you were a princess? Okay, the way that's phrased, it sort of implies like, sure, we'll get you out of this, but first of all, why don't you lie to us?
Also, it's like, yes, can you talk about this later? This is kind of an important situation.
Yeah, they've only got a few minutes before they decide to return, and presumably put her back in the cage again.
Sorry,
Could you?
guys. I know you're being like in arranged marriage or whatever, but you
If it-
lied to us. So you know, tomato, tomato. Deal with it. Your fault. Don't be a liar. God, girl.
As it, the nerves. Was it the nerves? It's okay if you were nervous. No, not as you guys weren't supposed to know each other's secret identities.
Well, I mean, the princess thing was also another secret on top of that, I suppose. The Pops themselves can know who each other are. We're not going by miraculous rules here, at least in that aspect. Although, now that I say that out loud, a group of Pops that don't know who each other is might be a bit more secure. That's a good thing to play around with, actually.
No, hear me out. They can't know who each other are if they're dead. So
Okay,
you
yes, also, but can you imagine that they just have like completely different like friendship social circles? So like there's like they have like a much more separate things. So, like one of them will take the plot forward in like each episode, and maybe a couple of them will have like civilian appearances, maybe here and there, but not too much. And then also as they team up, they have their combined chemistry, and there's like a whole different perspective to them. Like one of them could be like the bully for the main character, or not the main character, for one of the other main characters, and in their transform states, they're actually best friends or something. That could be something to play around with.
That's just the Gacha series that were like my online best friend is my enemy, whatever it was called. There's a thing about that.
That
It might
sounds
be
like
recent.
a more.
It might be old. It might be recent. I actually have no idea.
That sounds more like a copy of like the FC plot from Phoenix Job High, so it's probably an old one. But yeah, I haven't seen any of those. I guess I gotta check that out now too.
Oh my god, yes.
You know I'm a princess, but I hid it
You
so.
just said.
Yeah. Your mother
You
told
just
us.
said
Yeah.
they're going to attack my kingdom. What are you on?
Yeah, my family, who they just rescued right now. So yeah, who is his marriage as a threat? Actually, fittingly enough, Zane from Minecraft Diaries. Anyway,
I don't know. Zane from Minecraft Diaries probably would have made not a good husband, but
yeah, not for
I guess-
Aphmau for sure.
yeah, like not a good husband, but a useful political asset.
And this is before, yeah, because like the head of the Phoenix Alliance and the High Priest of Ocassus, yeah, that would have been the ultimate power couple in the history of that region.
Like,
I think that's why Zane wanted to marry her, actually, because he knew they'd become the ultimate power couple.
that actually would make some sense, and I want to see a fan fiction where that marriage becomes a thing.
Yeah, I guess. I guess
There
there's,
is one.
yeah,
Like,
at some point, actually, before the battle, at the end of season 1, they actually have a moment where like Zane is standing like right by outside the door of Phoenix Drop, and then Aphmau says, "Okay, Zane, I'll marry you. Just stop this." And then Zane is like, "You think I still want to marry you? No, I'm gonna burn this place to the ground," or something like that. I don't know exactly what he says, but yeah, at that moment he could have actually, taken that all back, and they could have actually, had the ceremony. Hard to say who performed that because he is the high priest, so I wonder who would actually be officiating that one. But that's I'll leave that to the fanfic writers, I guess.
When in doubt, marriage.
When in doubt, marriage. Also, who would be Zane's best man? Someone from the jury, I guess, maybe.
Someone from the jury and/or his brother. Oh, that would be awkward.
Yeah, just Gareth there, just like bawling his eyes out in the best man speech. Like, can we just acknowledge how beautiful the bride looks today? Oh, God.
No, he's just badly singing like Jojo Siwa singing the "You're Still a Traitor" thing. Like, you're still a traitor. What's that called? It's an Olivia Rodrigo song. He's just
Yeah,
singing
did
that.
JoJo
That's his
sing
best man speech. Same tone.
Oh my goodness. I hate MCD Zane as a character, but I love him as a villain. Again, the best kinds of villains are like that, where you both hate them and love them because of what they represent.
Like, we didn't really get to know NCT Zane that much, so he probably wasn't much different than, like, the regular Zane.
Well, I mean, yeah, because like, well, the thing is, yeah, well, regular Zane ended up going into a more comedic version of that because he didn't actually have the power. In the case of MCD Zane, he very much did. He had the power and the influence. He just, kept on wanting more of it. But what he did have, he exerted in a much more evil way than Maestro Zane ever could dream of. But in the case of MC Zane, I don't think we really needed to know too much about him because, like, part of this whole thing, like, being a mystery, it sort of makes all sense. Like, like for example, the whole thing with Leona. What was the point of that? Alexis, what did that serve to him apart from, I guess, to cause distractions or something? Like, there's so many things that he did that made no sense, and some of the stuff they did that did make sense in the end. And you ultimately got the sense that he had some sort of goal. I mean, even in season 3, he came back as a Shadow Knight, surprisingly. We've pretty much figured out what the Soul Fragment means to him. But now what's his plan? Now he's gone rogue. That's another question entirely. And one that is still yet to be answered, of course, because we didn't get a conclusion to that one. Rip Kemmer, I guess. But yeah, I guess it's kind of reminds me a little bit of Sauron in a sense, because the less you knew about Sauron, the more mysterious he was and whatever. Anyway, when in doubt, marriage. Him and these wise one-liners never ceases to amaze me. That sounds like a quote for someone trying to end a fanfic. When in doubt, marriage. It ends at the wedding. I think Lynn would either be MCD Zane's best man or woman. Either that or she would be the priest. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. The question, of course, being who would be Aphmau's maid of honor, because there are so many people who could vie for that position. You never know. Anyway. I just thought I would jeopardize myself if I told you, girls. I think she also was made to promise before, but I don't remember that specifically. Anyway, of course we aren't mad at you, Arcade. In fact, Satellite was very excited about it. You can tell by the fact that she's not here right now, which is going to send very mixed messages, because you were in dire peril, right before the revelation happened.
I know you're in danger, but your mum is looking real royal today.
Ooh, Queenie, you're looking very royal today.
Damn, I'm about to add some new genetics in that bloodline.
Establish a royal decree, please. Oh, you're going to amend that constitution, aren't you?
This isn't really a deal with. These are the people I affiliate with.
This is why we're going to make a channel together, because we just keep egging each other on with these bits. Okay. Moving on. I knew that would happen. I suppose I should get ready for the wedding now, which I guess is going to be in a few minutes, despite the fact that you just became engaged and weddings normally take months to plan. Yeah, sure, I guess they're doing a very private ceremony here. Like, what? What's going to traumatize Emma to be Aphmau's maid of honor? Oh, yeah, because, he doesn't let Aphmau pick her own maid of honor. Like, he even takes that choice away from her. You know what? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. And then, Lilith and Alina, of course. One of them's the flower girl. Hard to say which one. Probably Alina. Lilith gets ignored. Anyway, don't worry. We'll stop him. 2 hours later. How did he have this dress on standby? And
Yes.
why is it blue? Who gets married in blue? I've heard of people getting married in red. You know, interesting choice, but I can understand that one. But blue
I like
and
how
yellow.
Lauren isn't dressed as an officiated priest at all. She's just wearing Steve from Minecraft colors.
Oh my goodness. They pulled a civilian off the streets, made them, take like a, become an ordained minister.com test or something, and then just said there are like websites where you can become an ordained minister fairly easily, apparently. So that might be what happened here.
Oh god.
It was born from William's closet to save time. But that would mean they'd have to go back into the palace. Would they even be like allowed to enter at that point? Look at this mismatched outfit. Yeah, because the veil is white, but the dress isn't. Why would you make the veil a different color? Who designed this dress?
Also,
yes.
Who said yes to this dress? It's causing me distress. Guess that proves that blue is his favorite color. Yeah, you know what? That might be why. Does explain the yellow underneath it, but maybe he's trying to go for a whole like Beauty and the Beast thing or something.
Is he the Beast?
In this scenario, yes, he would be. I mean, he did murder someone last episode. Sophia doesn't flirt with Amir, but she will sort of flirt with a different prince. We weren't talking about Amir. We were talking about the Queen. We were talking about Queenie, whatever her name is. But yeah, I guess Amir would sort of make sense. Actually, I wonder what that would how Alina would feel about that. About Sophia trying to riz her brother. Anyway, I'm gonna say it. Oh, my quote, of course, Swiss cheese with a fewer holes than this story. That one's gonna go down in the top archives, I guess, however long that list is now. Anyways, dearly
For real.
Dearly beloved, we have gathered here to celebrate union of Vivid and Princess Alina, not the union.
I do love celebrating the nope.
I love celebrating union as well. I did a really good job. Just announcing the union. I'd have to do that properly. Union. I never tried that before. That's a Daniel Thrasher lyric. Anyway. Okay. Do you, Vivid, take Alina to be your wife? I do. And do you, Alina, take Vivid to be your husband?
Say I don't.
I... Objection! You're supposed to say that. You're supposed to do that when the priest asks about anyone objecting. That's when you're supposed to say that. Anyway, how dare you interrupt my wedding and shove the priest and bride off screen? You were going to take over anyway. Did they not go back and get... They didn't go back and get, like, the other pop. Was never forgot. Oh, Sophia. They didn't go back and get her. Like, come on. Now let Alina go and leave her kingdom alone.
Her kingdom? Does he know that she's...
I mean,
guess.
she said it earlier, so...
Man, this man bowed down quicker than Swiper. My goodness. Fine. The wedding is off.
What?
Curses, my one weakness, direct commands.
Curses,
Oh no, my one weakness, verbal confrontation.
Maybe that's why Swiper is so easy to defeat. He just has intense social anxiety, and that's And the only way you can interact with people is by stealing things from them.
Swiper,
Where's the film theory on that one?
Jeez. Oh, jeez. Confrontation. Oh, no. Oh, gee willikers.
He just becomes Morty. Okay. Anyway, gee, thanks, girls. You're welcome. As a token of gratitude, how about we have a sleepover at the palace? Didn't they do a sleepover in the last episode? It's like every episode ends in a sleepover, I think.
What is this, Friends?
You know,
Is that how Friends tends to end? With a sleepover from everyone?
you know what they
No.
say about girls always having sleepovers. Anyway.
I mean, half the friends are men, but sure, okay.
Like,
no, I wasn't
Actually,
talking
it
about
doesn't
Friends. I've never
No,
seen
Ghosty
Friends.
was talking about Friends.
I was talking about.
Oh, okay. Alright, fine, yes. In this case, yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, oh my goodness, I just realized, yeah, she doesn't need to flirt with Amir or with the Queen because she's friends with the princess.
Oh my god, Sophia X Alina, please.
Jonny, Sophia X Alina, potentially, maybe. We're giving you ideas,
Jonny,
remember?
Jonny, hear me out. Here's ideas for the next episodes: lesbians and death. You need in life.
Yeah,
Oh, you need
one of the two of them is literally a girl in red. Think about it.
Hear me out. The references, the gays, going crazy. You've just increased your target audience.
And you know what color is typically associated with both lesbians and royalty? Purple. Anyway. Red and blue, in fact. It works on so many levels. Anyway, sure. They don't seem too excited. Oh, okay, never mind. I take it back. One of them is I'm so excited for this sleepover! I'm sure that this experience will bring us much closer together. Isn't that right? No, I mean everyone. And I can't wait to get to know you more, Alina. Sophia's like, me neither. It writes itself. So
Alina, I was thinking, you could take the bed, you know. I think it's big enough for two. If we huddle real close together.
Not four, you know. That's unfortunately we can't make room for the other two. No, it's also this question. So is Bucky more than a family friend? Is everyone trying to figure out if Sophia if Alina is in a relationship? Was she more than a family friend, or you seeing someone go? Everyone wants to marry the princess.
everyone wants
Oh my god, she's like SNT with the she has like special
October
aura
right now. If it's
no, it is
October,
not.
you got yourself the red song.
Oh, okay, all
right. Okay, I'll just sit in my sadness now.
No, it's fine. I actually haven't heard like any Girl in Red songs. I know who she is. I know what the whole deal is. It's just I need to actually do that.
Educated on your lesbian culture.
I feel like Girl in Red, knowing of the existence of Girl in Red is probably already a big step, I would imagine. In fact, I remember specifically that there's a bit in one of the Trying to Laugh Smosh musicals.
I know exactly what you're about to say.
Where Amanda Lehan Canto comes out and, you know, does like a whole like lesbian Willy Wonka thing, and then afterwards like it's one of Sid or Olivia comes on. It's like, you're a lesbian? Yes, you're a lesbian. Come on in. Like, hey, Willy Wonka, Girl in Red. Yeah.
I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
That's why I say it's a step in the right direction. Anyway. Right. Also, I'm wearing rainbow colors. That counts. Anyway, okay. I think I have a chance with the Felix to see what happens in episode 3. Okay, well, we might not get to that today, actually, because we have been here for like an hour and a half, and we're not halfway through the video yet, so we'll probably do the thing we usually do with these double features, and we'll split them up. Unless we're now getting to the Alina's birthday section, and it was just, and the bit about the conquest of Rothin was just was just 9 minutes long. Anyway, yeah, she's my personal maid, and nothing more.
All?
You have a personal maid? Yeah, I chose my maid. My family gave me the option for one. Jealous? I mean, lucky her. I was pretty lonely in the palace when I was younger.
I could accompany you. I mean,
Exactly.
who said that?
Yeah. My brother Amir is the heir to the throne of Rothin, so he was focused on his studies. I like the fact that she's not like a crown princess in this case, because we've already seen the way that we've always seen Jonny tackle a crown princess specifically. Actually, in fact, that person she's already a queen by this point, and Sophia met her in the backdoor pilot of Eurovision Pops. That makes sense. Maybe you can tell us how you became a pop. Well, the day Majesty told me I was going to be a pop was Amir's birthday. Just to make the day about me and not him, I guess. It reminds me of Avatar Roku and Prince Sozin's joint birthday, where it suddenly was like, yes, happy birthday to our crown prince, but also all hail the new Avatar Roku. In Rothin, we have masquerade balls and a big banquet. Marcus and I just finished getting ready for the ball. Hold on, are we not getting a flashback to this? Are we just not getting a verbal description? Not exactly too exciting. Oh, never mind. Okay, here we go. There you go, princess. You're all ready for the ball. Thank you. By the way, this dress looks way better than her wedding dress, but also has the exact same color scheme. So I think that Jonny just did not want to recolor the dresses and just decided to not bother with that process. Also, now now we see Bucky with her natural hairstyle, a natural hair color. I mean, she kind of looks like KW. I think I'd have mentioned that last episode, but just in case I didn't.
KW is a princess?
No, she's a maid. She's the maid. Anyway.
Oh.
Okay.
Someone clip that and send that to KW. KW said, no, she's a maid.
There are some gachas out there where everyone's either a royal or a maid, and there's no in between. Afma made a parody like that. Blue and yellow are Rothin's colors. Sure, but I don't need to use them in everything. You don't see me wearing red, white, and blue all the time.
Mum, can I wear pink today? No, our colors are yellow and blue. You have to wear them. But Mum, I'm 5. No.
No, daughter of mine will be seen in pink. It's just like each kingdom is like one of those like the New York gangs or something. It's like you have one kingdom the other Bloods, the other kingdom of the Crips. You came into the wrong kingdom. How about thee? Anyway. Now where on earth is my gift for Amir? Oh, there it is. He's going to love his new watch, which I will now proceed to drop when I get scared in a second. Hello, Princess Alina. Ah! Who are you? I shall send for the guards if necessary. Oh, it's more than necessary. The pity is that she can charm them.
You won't be escaping Majesty today.
Yeah.
I am Majesty, Princess of the planet Avalonia. I am here to help you complete your destiny.
My destiny? You better make some sense now or I'm calling the guards.
Your destiny is to become a superhero, a pop, a Eurovision pop.
That's actually kind of a similar line that she says in the first episode of Super Pops, actually. Gosh darn it, why do I always forget her name for some reason, even though it's like the whole point of the first episode. Crystal Pop. The one who becomes Crystal Pop. Why do I always forget? Ah. A Eurovision Pop? As in a group based on Eurovision? That is true. She doesn't seem to have much to do with Eurovision at the moment. Not every one of them does, but the one who had the most to do with Eurovision actually was, weirdly enough, Talia, the one that died.
Woo!
Anyway, oh, thank you, Camilla. Every time. Kazakhstan has only been the junior competition. How am I worthy?
The junior competition once, by the way. I think. Yeah.
I just love how, like, to remind people of what happened. I think Jonny, for some reason, said that like the translations for the Eurovision Pops activation phrase only matched if they were like from these specific 5 countries that was selected in the native languages, which also probably means they put them in Google Translate. But you know, so that's why they were chosen. But the thing is, they all say the activation phrase in English anyway, so what was the point? That's what I want to know.
This ring chose you. It never makes mistakes.
Oh, you mean the ring that looks exactly like the watch?
Yes, pretty much.
Your pop name is Arcade. You can boost your teammates' powers.
That's a lame power.
Now you'd be surprised what a good dose of enhanceability does in combat. Take that from
She's a bit like, she's so backup coded for a princess.
I suppose. I'm actually surprised there's not a miraculous power that does the same thing. So you thought Majesty was an intruder? She's right. Majesty is always an intruder. Anyway.
Wait, what do you mean you thought Majesty was an intruder? She was an intruder.
Yeah.
Did you not?
Anyway.
Are you used to random godly women showing up in your house?
Like, you can have well intentions as an intruder, but you're still an intruder. Anyway, Mama, can I wear this? How dare thou? Dost thou not realize that red's the colour of our rival, Red Kingdom? Thee is a part of the Yellow Kingdom. Thee is a part.
Mummy, red is my favourite car. Get out of my house. You are not.
And plot twist in the future, she like gets married off to the Red Kingdom. Anyway.
My mother sold me to the Red Kingdom. Shocking, emotional.
That's like almost like every royal drama that there exists currently. I mean, she did appear out of nowhere.
So yes, she wasn't an intruder. She was an intruder.
Yeah.
A capital I, like, get out of my bedroom sort of intruder.
Yeah. Also, since my birthday's coming up, I asked my parents if I could invite you girls. Okay, so it seems like we have got into the next episode, so I guess we'll just carry on. Maybe, actually, yeah.
Oh, no.
Did they say yes? that would have been amazing. This is a side note, but like like one of my favorite jokes in the Captain Underpants series is the one where there's a teacher who announces to the class and says like, "I'm retiring." Then all the children go, "Hooray!" She goes, "Not today. I mean, at the end of the school year." Oh man. Because of that, our user lesson is cancelled. Hooray! And we're going to do a pop quiz instead. Oh man. That really got to me. So I like the idea of like in this case where it's like, guess what? I asked my parents if we could come to my party. Yay! And they said no. Oh. I'm also inviting the Disco Pops, just because it's episode 3, might as well have another crossover. Kim and Matthew Rose of Walla Roomba, which is again a thing that introduced in the last episode of Ballroom Pops. Electra and Power. Wait, why just them specifically? Did something happen to like the others? like what happened to Peyton, Finn, and Camilla? Did they just decide? I mean, I'm sure that I know that one of the actors left the series, but I mean, character-wise, are they all okay? There's other roles coming as well, like potentially Peyton, who was a princess, and we've confirmed that from previously.
Other royals coming as well.
Yeah. Maybe you'll find a prince boyfriend.
Or maybe.
Yeah, or a prince girlfriend, depending on what you might be into. Just in case you would care to volunteer that information for any reason, ignore the fact that I have a notepad in my hand. Actually, I'm not ready for love yet due to Viv's forced marriage. Oh, I understand. Of course. Like you see, like the Undertale death thing, like that, like the heart that shatters. Anyway. Oh, so Power is from Vandalia, Electra's from Crimsonia. Okay, I guess I didn't get that far, but also I'm pretty sure I thought. Oh, sorry, yeah, because Power is Peyton. Okay, that's why I got mixed up. Yeah. I like that name more than Blueberry, personally. Which we've seen in this series. Understandable, Alina. Let's focus on picking our dresses for the ball. Gee, I wonder what color they're going to be. Truly a mystery. It's going to be an issue for Sophia and Jusana because they're both rocking the Steven Universe color scheme right now. Tell me they don't look like Steven. Anyway.
They do.
Anyway, back with the other series with different saturation. Surprising, I'm not sure if that's deliberate or not. Girls, we've got an invite. What does it say? It says, "Dear Disco Pops, we cordially invite you to Princess Alina's royal birthday ball. This is definitely not a trap, and I will suspect no such thing."
Well, like, wouldn't it be funny if it was?
Well, yeah. See, the thing is, like, the Disco Pops have gotten invitations like this before, and they have been trapped, so they should at least be suspicious right now, even though we, as the audience, know that's, yeah.
Even though we, the audience, know it's genuine, the Pops have no idea.
Yeah, dramatic irony. I have a headcanon now that Alina's Aero Ace. I hope not, just because I like the pairing of her and Sophia. That's really funny. Okay.
Like, I'm pretty sure when Monster Compendium comes out, there'll be a lot of pairings that people want for Ulrich.
Oh, well, most likely. I mean,
It is most likely that Monster Compendium will suffer the same fate as Has-Been Hotel, where the only Arrow character is forced in a relationship with everybody else. By the way, can we talk about how weird that is?
I think we did in a previous episode, but I'm not sure if it has to do with the fact that the character is Ero specifically in the case of Alistair. From what little I've seen of Alistair specifically, I think it is just more so the characterization and I guess the sheer let's say dominant presence that he exudes, that people are into themselves, and therefore they want to see acted out with somebody else, whoever that person might actually be.
In other words, the fandom finds him hot, so they disregard canon sexuality. Pretty
much, yes. I do wonder how many fandom pairings are just people, trying to use like one of the characters to like as like a vehicle to imagine themselves as part of that pair, rather than the actual desire for the pair itself to get together. Not that I have anything to back that up, but I'm just wondering, just a curiosity.
Probably all Alistair ships in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not sure how far that goes outside of Hasbin Hotel. But anyway, it says, Dear Disco Pop... Oh, sorry, I read that already. Never mind. We knew it! Alina is a princess! Oh, that's right, they didn't met me before. So again, so far, both episodes we've seen have been crossover episodes.
I doubt her outfit was supposed to give princess vibes, though.
Well, apparently it did, according to Sophia, our resident princess expert, with, two simple steps to determine a princess. Pantyhose, check. Pretty dress, check.
I thought you were going to say 2 different girlfriends. For some reason, I was like, oh yeah, the Kuna. Just want to know about Ulrich. I like him in the sense that I wish to hug him and adopt him. Same with Justin and Sue. I just want to adopt all the you particularly, Ghost, you love to adopt characters, so I can immediately see why that would be the case for you. Well, most people haven't seen Ulrich Corritz's characterization really yet too much, so I guess that will that'll become clear once episode 1 comes out and people have more of an idea of what the series is going to be. So yeah.
I'm trying to make episode 1 come out really hard, but it seems like every time I'm productive, something in my real life happens to just kick my butt and make me not be productive again.
Yeah, I can understand that.
For once, I finally have limited hours at work and I could, get back to creating Monster Compendium. Oh, what's that? My dad has cancer? Okay. Time to lay in bed for a couple of hours and cry every day.
Yeah, that one makes sense. Sorry to hear that. Also, she's a model person in most normal clothes like us, then she wouldn't have had the difference detected. Or does she just think yes, I'm only wearing a Louis Vuitton like the peasants do. And they just misinterpreted that. What's the theme of the ball? Masquerade.
Oh, it's a masquerade. I think I can tell where the plot is going already.
I mean, this is written by Miraculous fans, so there could be a reference to that ball specifically.
Where that's inspired from. Oh my god.
I haven't seen, I don't remember if I haven't seen that episode or not.
No, you haven't, because you watched season 4 all in one go. That's a season 5 plot point, so yeah.
I watched season 4. I'm not sure if I want to continue the season 5. What's season 4 of Miraculous? Some of my issues with the show that were there were fixed, but there was also some other issues that stuck around from previous seasons when it comes to writing.
I mean, yeah, they're not going to be able to fix everything in one go. That being said, season 5 again, another right step, because actually they end up doing a full among many things, a full character study into some of the what is the reason behind what's been holding everyone back, particularly Marinette, all this time. And they actually get some surprisingly deep explorations of love and young love, particularly. So I suggest giving that a whirl. Maybe at some point, depends on when you're actually prepared to venture in that direction again. But I will say most of the best stuff is in that season. As of right now, we don't know what's going to happen in the future.
One thing I've figured out between Monster Compendium and Miraculous Ladybug, we're both inspired by the same sets of tropes when it comes to magical girls.
Okay.
Kami is kind of Kwame adjacent if you squint hard enough.
Yeah, I can see what you mean, yeah.
But I created Kami to be a reference to magical girl companion characters.
Yeah, that one tracks. I mean, I guess in that sense, you could say that Plague is a reference to, you know, like all of the black cats from the 90s that seem to be all over the place.
It actually makes sense for Plague. We love a small king.
Well, I mean, he's actually my least favorite character, but I've talked about that before. Weirdly enough, in season 5, they actually fixed Plague, which is another reason why I think, you know, if they can even deal with that issue, then, you know, I'm on board for this.
Like, Plague is such a nothing character.
Exactly, that's my problem, because when you compare, like, all the stuff that Tiki's able to do or say or, like, interact, and it's like, I get it, you know, obviously, you know, opposite sides, you know, to two polar opposite Kwame, so, you know, one of them's going to be a giver, one's going to be a taker, but even then, you know, like, in a supporting role, you got to give something back, you know, you can't just, you know, make everything about cheese every single conversation you have for ages. And again, they don't in the future, but, yeah, that's one of my issues that didn't get fixed in season 4.
Like, Plague had his moments in previous seasons of supporting Adrian, I think.
Yeah, he had like a couple of episodes here and there. But then again, so did Sylvana, and you know what my stance on that is.
Well, to be honest, Sylvana was also a nothing character, but a nothing character in the opposite direction.
Yeah, I suppose. And when she was a something character, she was a something character who became a hindrance rather than a help. Yes. Anyway, hopefully Kim's invited as well. Oh, it's Kim. She got her, you know, mailed invitation at the exact same time as us. What are the odds of that? That Clear Sheer postal service is really efficient. Hey girls, did you get the invite for Alina's ball? I like to think she's like outside right now, and that's why she's panting.
She probably is like running back from the post office.
Either that or she like ran to their front door to give them a surprise.
I would make a joke, but I can't say it here.
Yeah. You sound exhausted, Kim. Is everything okay? Yeah, type it in the private chat. I mean... Oh, never mind. I'm just running around the palace excited, but it's hard to do that when you're pregnant.
Oh,
Okay.
technically I was
okay.
right.
Right. This is, I guess,
Technically.
going back to what
Well, it's
What we said.
escalated quickly.
we finally get to know who on the Discourse will be a new mum. Wow, she only just became queen recently, and she's already got a bun in the oven. Those the royal families don't waste time. Clearly, you know, they want to
I
produce an
see.
heir and get that over with.
The prince wanted to consummate the marriage.
Yeah, definitely.
Unfortunately, the royal family is really potent.
Yeah, apparently they're a very productive prima nocta. Apparently.
I guess you could say that Prince is a one-pump chump.
You could say that, but why would you say it?
Copulate and you shall procreate.
I can hear Jacob.
If you consummate, your period will be late. There you go. That's my one. Anyway, okay. Now let's see what they do. I'm gonna guess they're gonna go like that. It's that sound effect that John likes to use. Oh, never mind. Well, that can be exhausting. Wait, you're what? Worst pregnancy reveal ever, to quote comic book guy. I mean, like, of all the ways to go about this, you know, not to say that Colleen Ballinger did something well, but she did that well at least, and surprised people.
Oh, At least we know why she was installed in the remake.
That is true. A lot of the Disco Pops actually, yeah. She wasn't the one whose age got retcons, but I believe she was already at least 18. So yeah. Anyway, that's the other thing I wanted to tell you. Matthew and I are expecting a baby. Ah!
Stop screaming!
We need like a royal baby shower episode now. Where one of the villains like sends like a cursed item as a present of some kind.
You said cursed item, and now I'm thinking of D&D terms, and now I'm just thinking of the item that replicates.
Oh, and now I'm thinking of the scene in Harry Potter where they're inside of Bellatrix Lestrange's vaults and everything's multiplying.
Oh yeah, the infinitely replicating stone. For once every 4 combat turns, the stone will replicate, and a second stone will appear until you're encumbered.
Okay, all right then.
It was something my DM cooked up for the campaign, and we all love it within the fact that, hey, infinite stones to throw at our enemy.
This is true, but then you have to realize that, the more stones you end up duplicating, the volume of that's going to increase exponentially each time. That's not going to do well in the future.
Like, it's not going to do well, and soon we won't be able to lick these stones or look at them without them, I don't know, replicating.
Possibly breathe, yeah.
Ah, yes. I would so also love to be trapped in a pile of infinitely replicating stones. It's okay.
Yeah.
We just gotta put it in a bag of holding and we'll be fine, probably.
I guess. If you just start maybe not cursing baby to death as soon as they turn 16, yeah. Maybe show where the baby is gifted a cursed item sounds for me. Intense MCD flashbacks. Well, I mean, I think in this case, the baby shower is normally celebrated like before the baby is born, like as gifts that are to help with the baby, but not like specifically, after the baby, is like in the world and existing.
Also, Ghost Kitty, like, the amulet technically wasn't cursed. It serves a purpose. It belonged to a kingdom of women that's only mentioned and never seen.
And also, apparently, some had something to do with werewolves too. Anyway, how many weeks are you in? I'm sorry. You're halfway through the 40 weeks, and you didn't say anything to your friends. What on earth are you talking about?
There is very much a bump by that point. How did you not see it? What do you want?
Yeah. So if we take the average month to be 4 weeks, then she is 5 months along at this point. Like that's a pretty substantial amount of time as far as pregnancies go, and also time itself where you just don't mention it to anyone. Okay.
Okay, that's a problem.
I guess Clear Sheer news doesn't travel internationally.
Clear Sheer dictatorship? Question mark?
Censorship of the press. No one will mention the royal baby until it is here.
Actually,
Anyway.
no, that's actually a good idea of no one mentioning the royal baby until it's born. That way, nobody targets the queen while she's pregnant.
That's true. In a world of supervillains, that might be like a good defense, actually. Yeah. There is no baby in Ba Sing Se.
There is no bossing say in baby.
But then again,
What?
what?
Anyway, I'm sure he'll be so cute. Yes, probably. I'm going to pick my outfit for the ball. See you later, girls.
I just hear a cat sound?
I think yes, it's like sampled. Yeah. Let's go pick out our dresses as well. Okay, there we go. All right, so I guess we're 2 hours in, and now we have the episode 3. This is and we're end up here. So I guess I was slightly wrong. It was not episode 2 that was 9 minutes long. It's in fact episode 3 is 9 minutes long. But I'm sure it's going to be 9 minutes that'll be worth it once we get there, because it seems everyone's looking forward to events that happen in episode 3. So we'll see. Picks up Hamilla from the last such a review. Can you say the line, Hammy? Swiss cheese would have few holes in the story.
Hammy.
All right. So yeah, I think it's pretty clear this episode wasn't quite as good as the first one. Not as bad as other ones, but yeah, okay, fine. Fine? It didn't have a death this time.
Like, I will say,
where's the death and where's the lesbians?
The other episodes not being good as good as the first is kind of okay. I mean, this is Jonny we're talking about, so starting off strong is actually a good thing.
Yeah. I guess a lot of the time people put effort into the first episode much more so than future ones, because you want to establish what you're going for and then also pick up, I guess, your particular story beats as time goes by. I think I did the same thing with Mutant Girl, another bingo for Bond now. Was another Bond for bingo. I did what Ghosty did earlier. Another bingo for Bond, where I mentioned Mutant Girl. But yeah, because episode 2 and also 3, they were not really, as good as episode 1, I don't think. So the fact that they were combined actually sort of made sense in the end. Do I compare the Ballroom Pops reboot first episode? Yes, I do, because again, it's not like this is I still think Eurovision Pops the series is a step above what Jonny does usually. We get more of a sense of each of the characters. I was concerned that they were going to replace Tattoo Pop, or at least too quickly. They didn't. They actually addressed they addressed the fact that she was in fact murdered by the same villain, and also that we're consistent with his obsession or his obsessive personality, I suppose. So it seems like that is it's like Jonny really has thought this time about what everyone's up to and why they're up to it. Not to mention as well that I think there was some more stuff about why Alina didn't reveal she was a princess at first. Honestly, I would have kept that as a secret for a little bit longer, although I guess episode 3 being Alina's birthday, you kind of can't really do that, I suppose. But yeah, if these episodes had been set further away in the timeline, there were a few more in between, then yeah, that could be a good source of tension actually between them. There's this big lingering secret, kind of like what happened in Jazz Pop season 2 when there's the whole idea of a spy that was in their ranks. I almost said among them. I stopped myself from doing that. And also the idea that that I think was what my name was with Melody Pop, who was thinking that it might have been her, or there was someone was out to get her specifically because she was gaslit by the cave. All of that stuff. That's stuff that you could drag on for the series. And that makes something feel a little less episodic, even if it is written as an episodic series. Nothing wrong with that, but having, especially I think on the internet, having a through line of some kind, even in episodic content, is beneficial. Especially if people are binge watching, but also because it's all accessible at once. You don't have to worry about missing an episode, because you can go back and check them if you want. That's the benefit of streaming in a lot of ways. So there are downgrades to streaming, but again, this is one of the advantages. So
Danny advances on Paulina and disregard hits. Danny pursues Paulina and disregards his friends for 2 episodes in a row.
Yeah, which I guess if you watched them on TV, you wouldn't. Yeah, Yeah, if you watch them on TV in a different order, and this, depending on when they chose to air them, then yeah, that's something that you can separate for yourself. But but yeah, if it's twice in a row, that was a rough one, and right at the beginning too, as well.
It's like, yes, we're going to do this again. You didn't learn your lesson the first time? No, you just okay.
Yeah. Oh man, here we go again. Okay then. But yeah, the stuff that it brought new, we know that there's more villains that aren't just Vivid. I guess we haven't figured out what Harriet's deal is yet, but I guess she's more of a tease for later. It seems like Vivid has some other plans. The Order of Doom, the ranks are growing in some way. They seem to, I guess, potentially seem to exude more fear and pressure than the average Pops villains tend to, at least on some people. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the next one. Even though I could watch it right now, I'm not going to. I will restrain myself and we'll save it for a different day. So, with that in mind, I have to change the stream title and thumbnail. Well, not thumbnail. I have to change the stream title again now. So, I guess I will go ahead and do that. But in the meantime, please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters.